What's up, good people of YouTube? Welcome to FM23, where we are strictly football manager. Before we get into the video, make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Now, in this episode, we'll be creating a club in the English League hierarchy with the ultimate aim of winning the Premier League. Now, this club will obviously start in the Championship because I feel like the Premiership is way too high and we have to fight for it. So already I've gone and done that and named the team Winston Borough because that's the most English name I could think of. And as you can see, the team is not too good, but I hope we fare well in this episode. Another thing I've gone and done is giving this team great youth facilities because, well, I want it to be very youth oriented. I also want to see crazy potential with the youngsters that come from the academy, and I would like to sell them in the future. One thing about the playing staff is they were randomly generated by the game, so they have random personalities, random stats, etc. etc. Another thing to note is that we are playing in a randomly generated world, so you won't be seeing all the players that you know and you're used to. After a not so quick assessment of the playing staff, I have to say there isn't much to look forward to, but I did single out some young players who could have an impact in the team this year. After choosing our playstyle and tactics, we went on to play some friendlies against Gloucester, Alfrington, Oldham and York City, which all ended up in wins for us, which is a really nice start to this campaign. But next up, we have Reading in our first Sky Bet Championship match, so let's pray we win that one. Our first ever match in the Championship ended in a 2-0 win for us over Reading, with our striker Andre Mansverk and Bujar Ibrahimi getting on the score sheet. Looking at his stats, he's obviously someone to be excited about and one for the future. I'm just going to check out our striker Andre Mansverk, 20-year-old Norwegian, also someone to be excited about, and I hope he gets us goals. I know it's still very early doors, but that win has us 5th in the table above teams like Watford. These early points will be crucial in achieving our objectives for this season, which I forgot to tell you is to battle bravely against relegation. Shortly after that match, Ibrahimi was labelled as a wonder kid, which I think is really deserved because he has some really great stats and could be our difference maker this season. Next up, we have Stoke in the league, so let's get right into that. Towards halftime, we were drawing 0-0 with Stoke, but we had 63% possession, so that's a positive, and that means I must be doing something right tactically. Let's go into the halftime break. I think I'll tell the team that the match is far from over. I'm satisfied with their performance so far. Let's see if we can do more. Towards the end of this match, it was still 0-0, and I quite frankly don't think there'll be any goals in this one. But looking at the table, we aren't doing too badly. 4 points from our first 2 games. That's alright. Well, after that Stoke City draw, we have Huddersfield Town up next in the Carabao Cup. But before that, we were dealt with a huge blow. Our wonder kid Brahimi has been injured for about 3 weeks. But while looking for a replacement for Ibrahimi, I found this guy, Arieli. I'll show you his page in a minute, but in my opinion, he's not too far off Ibrahimi, so let's see what he can do. 66 minutes into the match against Huddersfield, Arieli scores. I'm actually buzzing for this guy. He might be the real deal. 95th minute of the game, Arieli gets his second goal, great cross and an even better finish from the player. He's on fire right now. Full time against Huddersfield and the score is 2-0, Arieli with 2 goals. After the match, the press label our win as giant killing, which I feel is a bit of an exaggeration, but we'll let it go. One thing is for sure in our post-match analysis, most of our attacking threat is coming from the midfield, which I hope won't come back to bite us in coming games. After that, we attended the draw for the second round of the Carabao Cup where we got Preston. But next up, we have Swansea City in the league. Half-time in the match against Swansea, we're losing 1-0 with very average performances all round. So I will be giving them a harsh team talk and I will be making some changes in an effort to turn things around in the second half. Well, something must have worked because in the 52nd minute, we got an equalizer through our striker Russell. And that's how the match ended, 1-1 between Winston Borough and Swansea City. Our next 2 matches ended in losses to QPR and Burnley, which brought us down to 19th in the league, which derailed our progress a bit. Our Carabao Cup match against Preston goes to penalties, with both clubs determined to go through to the next round. Everyone scores their first few penalties. We missed our first. Nothing I can do about that. That might come to haunt us as they score their fourth. We have to score to stay in. We miss. This is all on our goalkeeper now to save us. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! We take this at least one more round. Come on, Tudor. Come on. Yes! We score. If they miss, we win. Come on, goalkeeper. Come on, come on. Yes! The fans go wild. Winston Borough are through to the third round of the Carabao Cup. With our focus back on the league, we had Bristol City in our next match. And I have to say, we weren't playing too badly actually. We were winning only 1-0 though. But in the context of the table, we're up to 12th. So this is actually a good result for us. More good news for us after the match. Ibrahimi resumed full training. So I think I'll put him in the starting 11 for our next league match against Blackburn. Speak of the devil, Ibrahimi scores our first goal against Blackburn with a cool finish after some great passing by the team. And we are running rampant. We soon go 2-0 up against Blackburn with a goal from Arieli. Unbelievable, shortly before half-time we go 3-0 up with Ibrahimi's second goal of the game. Half-time we're 3-0 up, and I must say, having Arieli and Ibrahimi playing together has really worked wonders for this team. We get a goal in the dying minutes and they miss a penalty. Full time ends 4-0 in our favour. After the match, the press asks me if our current form can be sustained, and I think I'll tell them we're just taking it one match at a time. Anything above relegation is taken, and I think the players concur with me. Our next match in the league ends in a 2-1 win over Huddersfield, which takes us up to 4th, which is just mind-blowing in reality. And looking at some of these player stats, we're not doing too bad. We're 14th and 16th for goals, with Ibrahimi and Arieli with 3 goals respectively, and Andy Russell with 2. Lastly, I checked our board confidence, and it seems like they're pleased to have me on board. So that's a great positive to sign off this episode with. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in next episode on FM360.